Hi everybody, this is Jan and Mike of Sunsets and Sangria.
Hi.
And look, Sunsets and Sangria, courtesy of Old Navy. Thank you, Old Navy. I'm going to get a whole bunch of these. I think they were like $7, $5 end of summer sale. That's my kind of sale.
Old Navy.
That's right. So guys, we are back home in Maryland. We have completed our trip out to Arizona and back. And what we want to do is we're going to do a kind of an overview of all the different stops we made.
A retroactive wrap-up.
Retroactive wrap-up. But all the wrap-ups are going to be, you know, we're going to have different videos for different days. So he's laughing at me.
Or something like that. It works. It works.
It works. We're going to tell you what we did. We're going to put it onto different videos, and you're going to see them and love them.
Yeah.
And give us thumbs up.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Oh, he messed up my hair. Okay, so the second day of our journey.
Cincinnati. Although we never actually made it into Cincinnati itself.
But we were in Lebanon, which is to the east of Cincinnati.
East, northeast, something like that.
Yeah.
Outside of Cincinnati. Closest to Cincinnati.
So our campground was
the Cincinnati... Oh, wait, we have notes.
The Lebanon Cincinnati Northeast. KOA.
Which was very nice, KOA.
That entrance, though, was kind of tricky. Remember, that's the one where you had to go up this hill and around to get to the office to register?
Oh, yes. That
was weird.
Yeah, I mean, the entrance of the KOA just is kind of a straight shot. You know, no big deal. But then they want you to turn left and go off the main drag of the KOA up around the office.
And it was like kind of a steep hill around.
Yeah, so we managed it in our 38-foot Class A, but there was a guy who came in not long after who was in like a 43-foot.
And he had a toad. We didn't have a toad.
Yeah, tag axle. So that was kind of strange. So whenever you get there, kind of assess whether you can make that turn because it's kind of tight.
Yeah. But other than that, it was a beautiful KOA. Lots of trees.
Yeah.
We got a premium site. Yeah.
And the premium site, now KOAs tend to be more expensive than a lot of campgrounds by a bit. This site I think was like $55, so it wasn't outrageous, but it was great.
It was nice.
The pull through was huge. It had
a cement pad with the barbecue and a table.
A swing set thing.
Swing with the fire pit, and that was all gravel. It was really nice.
And I think we have
Pine
a picture
trees.
of that somewhere too.
Yeah, we do have a picture of the rig, so you'll be seeing that in this video. So even though we didn't really take any other footage of the campground, I think we can highly recommend.
Recommend it. And if you're going to be staying there for any length of time or meeting with friends or whatever, again, I recommend the premium sites because it was really nice. And in this particular occasion, we had friends from Canada down, and they actually stayed in one of the little KOA cabins that was right next to our site. So
it was really nice. Really well. We had a great time.
That was a great trip.
So the first day, so we pulled in there on September 30th, October 1st, my friend from Canada, Janine, and I went off to the local cross stitch store. My passions are knitting and stitching, and so anytime I travel, much to Mike's chagrin, I like to visit any local stores. I did do a... Happy wife, happy life.
So they say.
Thank you, dear. I can use this.
Still hear you. I hear you. Forgot one. God almighty.
So, we went to visit Keepsakes Cross Stitch in Sharonville, Ohio, which was just down the road from Lebanon. Or you're going to have a cat appearing, and oh no, they're going to go chasing off after each other.
Okay, that was a cat quake.
Yeah, forgive the cat quake. So anytime we travel, I like to visit local stores, and I did do with my friend Janine a tour of Keepsakes. Amazing little cross stitch store, tons of samples. The noise you're hearing in the background is the cats who have decided to attack the boxes. This is their playtime apparently because we're trying to record.
Oh God.
Anyways, it was a wonderful trip. Janine did the videography for me. She is great. We also went to a cafe down the street in Sharonville called the Already Cafe. Now, it stands out for me not only because I left my credit card there and we had to go back for breakfast, but because because they had a lot of gluten-free options on the menu. Both Janine and I are gluten intolerant. So it was a great find in that little town to have a little restaurant and really high-quality food. The most exciting thing, and maybe I subconsciously, purposely left my credit card there, they have gluten-free pancakes with chocolate chips. So the next morning we had to make a drive back down there to get my credit card, so we might as well do it for breakfast. So
and everybody benefited from that one. It was
gluten-free
really
pancakes for the win.
Yeah.
So
and we got a credit card back. So
what did you boys do while we girls were out having fun?
Well, Janine's husband Dave and I, Dave is my brother from another mother and different country,
and another father in a different country,
and all that stuff. But Dave and I have this thing about military forts and museums and all that kind of stuff. So
and Janine and I are in.
Yeah, well, just like with their stuff, we're going. So, if you're into military stuff at all or aviation, the National Museum of the United States Air Force is at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which is just outside of Lebanon, Dayton area.
So it's about a half-hour drive?
About a half-hour drive from the KOA. It is fantastic. It is probably, next to the Air and Space Museum, it's probably the best display of aviation history I have ever seen. And they have 4...
They had a few orgasms there, I think.
Yeah, that's
just saying.
Historical orgasm. But they have 4 gigantic halls, each one dedicated to different eras of U.S. Air Force aviation. And of course, the focus is on the United States Air Force, but they have a lot of displays from other countries, So, and the best part of it is it's free. Tender. It's not, there's no fee or anything. Now, they do ask for donations because it is privately funded. It's not funded through the Air Force. It's not funded through tax money. So, like a map, for example, is like $5, but that's really a donation. So we, chipped in for that. We spent all day there. We could have easily spent probably 2 or 3 days because we basically just kind of
did a quick
zigzag through the mini displays. And some of the highlights were a B-36, which is one of the biggest, I think the biggest bomber ever made by the United States Air Force. They have a B-70, they've got a B-47. All these are bombers, of course, and she's going, oh my God, who cares? But they had all kinds of interesting stuff on up to a shuttle, one of the shuttle mock-ups. And so just all kinds of stuff, and probably things that you've never seen if you're interested in aviation. So definitely worth the trip if you're in the area. And again, about half an hour from the KOA. It's a must see. Yeah.
So the other thing we did, all the women and men folk got back together for the evening, and we went down into Lebanon. Lebanon, Ohio is a very cute historic town itself. We didn't have any time to really walk around the streets, which is one thing all 4 of us really enjoy doing and taking pictures. But we did go to dinner at the Black Horse Tavern, which is in the Golden Lamb Inn. Mm-hmm. The Golden Lamb is apparently the oldest hotel or inn in Ohio. It dates from the early 1800s, and the decor inside was all kind of that period, so it was really cool to be there. It also had a very good gluten-free menu, gluten-free bread for us, buns, for sandwiches. Janine got a French dip, and if you are gluten-free, it's hard to find bread and buns that actually stay together. Yeah. She was able to eat her French dip and actually dip it and have the bread stay together. That is a total win for us gluten and celiac people. So that was our time in Lebanon. It was a fantastic start
we had a great
to
time.
Our trip.
It was a good time. like totally badass. Just want to put that on the record.